correspondents at the sidelines, Julia. We're in for possibly a long one based on how it happened last round one. But we know that FEU is on a high right now with a 2-game winning streak. Meanwhile, NU will be locked in hopes of getting back on the winning column. And
like what we were talking about earlier, Dip, in the pre-game, we're now seeing Jazz Arena starting for FEU.
She is, as you mentioned, a former NU Lady Bulldog.
Yes.
Back in season 85. We have a long rally to start this one for the first point. And it will be Sheena Turing getting the first point for NU.
We're seeing early
from FEU. May?
Julia, she's young by age but certainly matured by heart. I'm talking about a rookie setter in Karil Miranda. And now that she's a full-fledged Tamaraw, Kaka told me facing the NU Lady Bulldogs today excites her since she knows she'll see familiar faces yet indifferent
the rest of the sets.
Yeah, after coming off the bench.
Yes, after coming off the bench.
Well, let's see how soon Coach Tina will turn to her later. Meanwhile, as Julia mentioned,
because for him, it wasn't a moment to think, but to rise. He spoke not out of frustration, but with intent. Natalo tayo, tanggapin natin. Pero matalo tayo nang natututo. A loss doesn't erase who they are, it sharpens them. The Lady Bulldogs have never been defined by streaks alone. Don't just move forward. They rise, they respond, and they fight for what's theirs. Watch this game on any device in the Philippines or abroad on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now. Now back to you, Dip and Julia.
Thank you, Denise, for that report. We know that they are capable of coming back in a big way.
And we weren't also able to mention earlier on that in the first time that these two teams went against each other, there was also a 5.
Who had a 20-point output in their round 1 match, already has 2 points. Belen.
Wow. See how this early on in the match.
Lamina serving. Tin on the 1-2. 2 players diving after it. They keep the ball up. Back with FEU. Ubaldo for another 1-2, but Belen says, I know what you're going to do. Here in season 87, it's a 1-point lead for National U. Bacanque will try to tie it up, but set back. Another block coming from the Lady Bulldogs.
Talaga nila yung FEU. They would know sino ang mga pupuntahan nila most of the time. So better reading on the side for them.
Good serve leads to a possession for NU, but FEU able to slow it down. Tagawad from the back. Dug by Lamina. Hardio with a bump set to Solomon. Nice pickup from Belen. It goes back to her. What a block!
Baluan lang. Another solid block here on the side.
Here for FEU.
It's also possible because Jazz Arena knows the system of NU by heart for the many years that she's been with them.
They go to her again, this time picked up. Solomon. Ball slowed down. Ubaldo goes middle. Check by Turing. Encarnacion will give up a chance ball. Solomon did not like that set too much. Bacanque. Back and forth we go. And Belen ends that rally.
You could see the power in that spike from Bella Belen.
Tin will go to Petalio. Jers. That is saved by Hardio. Monares does the same. A transfer to Bacanque. And that falls as Vida scores. 10-all. 5 deadlocks. Alinsug. Nice save from Ubaldo with that stretch. It goes back to the side of the Lady Bulldogs. But they give up a free one. Encarnacion with a bump set to Vida. Hardio was there. Solomon. And it goes through for Eliza Solomon.
Eliza Solomon also.
Back to a 2-point lead for National U. Eliarina. It drops for another point from Jazz.
One of the go-to players also for the side of NU.
And something that she's really improved this season is her blocking. She's number 3 in that department. Her attacking is there, but Ubaldo pops it up. Bacanque. Coach Tina telling her not to hesitate with her attacking. Assist this time. Hardio able to save that one. Chance for FEU to set up a play. Tagaod. Again, Hardio with a save.
Great defense here on the side of NU. On both sides, actually.
A setup to Faida. And Lamina couldn't properly put it up, which means a point for FEU.
Great defense shown here by both of these teams.
Alinsug is denied. And here come the Lady Tamaraws as they cut the lead down to 1.
And you know, FEU's middles again have been really working in not just in this game, but even in their previous matches, scoring double digits, and those are big numbers coming from middle players, and you just see how effective they've really been.
Speaking of effective, Jean Assis now with 4 points.
Round as she was one of FEU's top scorers last season, and you know, it's great seeing her back here for FEU.
Here in set number 1. Good serve. Petalio. Chers will push. Lamina will set it up. Belen. It drops for Bella. And a 4-point lead now for the Lady Bulldogs.
Tempo of the game inside. And see how, of course, take advantage with 3 spikers in the front row.
That one popped up by Alinsug though. Belen. Tagaod was there. Miranda on the back set to Loresco. That is saved by Eliza. Back row for Alinsug. Nothing there. Play continues. Lambs to Belen, who fires one up and puts NU up by 5.
In that sequence, going for the drop ball, but NU not able to control that.
Lamina goes to the hot hand, but Miranda able to save it. Loresco. Alinsug was there. Belen again. And Miranda again for the pickup. Petalio will give up a free ball. Lambs, who will she go to? It's Belen finding the opening. Sinimplean lang.
Simple lang talaga daw.
It's Ubaldo serving. Lamina tosses to Solomon.
And that goes in.
There was a touch. 24-19. It's 5 set points. Ubaldo to Eliarina. Belen for the pop-up. Alinsug. Tin. Back sets. Reverse to Bacangke. It works.
That was a long hit coming from now 2 points away.
Oh, they're more than halfway there. 3 straight points. 2 to go. NU looking for the final point, and it ends finally with the Eliza Solomon spike.